good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not another damn podcast. Presented by our damn selves. 135, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Got to shout out the lovely Jazz before we get started.
Hey,
Creator
girl.
of J-Scope. It's the first fitness belt that covers your entire midsection and provides 100% comfort during your workouts. It's the last show of 2019, right?
Yes.
Last show of the decade, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, New Year's is here. So, you know what that resolution for a lot of people is? Getting that body right. So, ladies, go grab a J-Scope.
Get that J-Scope.
Hit up
right.
J-Scope Fitness on Instagram. Got all the details there. They got the regular, they got the leopard, they got all of it for you. So, there it is.
That leopard sounds sexy.
Nice.
I gotta get my J-Scope instead of BSing around.
Okay. Speaking of BSing, let's get right into some BS right
okay.
here. 3 words for you. Fake Sam Silk. We're going to start there. Yeah. I had to go here. True story. This happened. Where do I go on my timeline? Yeah, start all of this.
Let's start all of it.
Okay, this was last Monday, so a week ago when you hear this.
Right.
I was at the car wash, shining up the caddy, getting it nice and everything like I do.
Name drop.
Right. And then I saw, I just read my post I put on Facebook. I was like, the funniest shit just happened to me at the car wash. This random dude just walked up to me selling mixes, claiming to be Sam Silk of Power 92. 2 things very wrong with this picture. First of all, Sam was a good friend of mine, and you ain't him, dude. Not to mention that Sam left Power 92 in Chicago almost a decade ago. That's right. Sam left Power in 2011, so there it is. Yeah. He ain't been to Sam of Power 92 in a long ass time.
Yeah, because I remember the last time he was here, he had the docks in Country Club Hills, and that was years ago. Mm-hmm. Right, years and years ago.
And second, I've been at Power 92 for a long time, many years, and I've never seen this dude before in my life. He clearly didn't know who the hell I was. Fuck out of here. And that just took on a life of his own. That's.
And then I took a picture.
Oh, yeah, I got a picture. That's what I posted. # Fake Sam Silk.
And Marcus Chapman had the best comment.
He said, that's Sam Slick.
Sam Slick.
Nice try.
I fell out laughing. I was dying when I saw that.
Sam had to come back the next day and post his rebuttal about this. It's like, dude, don't look nothing like me. Yeah, because he said, first said his cousins mentioned this guy. Beyonce Fox mentioned him, and then I mentioned him, posted a picture of the guy. 3 strikes, you're done, buddy.
And that was just hilarious when Sam posted that video because the way he split it, and he's like,
split screen.
yeah, you. And he was talking to the guy, the way he was like, you over there. But my thing is, you're not even smart to do that because it's the real Sam Silk would not be selling flash drives out of his car at a car wash.
Bootleg mixes at a fucking car wash.
Car.
If he did, he'd have really fell off and shit if Sam Silk was doing that.
You didn't think that through. It's you could not have been at an expo or something like a reputable place, you know what I mean?
Even Swaparamba or something.
Somewhere reputable, right? Somewhere reputable, but you out
the street,
at a car wash. Soldiers at War did more legit than that, right? They did more legit.
At least they were selling their own shit. They weren't bootlegging.
Right. And they were on 79th and Stony Island, which is a good corner if you live in Chicago. You know about that corner. But that was just hilarious.
Totally ridiculous on so many levels.
And the fact that it went viral.
No, and I was just telling my story. I never expected that to take on the life it did. It's just funny to me because I know I've known Sam over 20 years. We met in college.
Right.
In the 90s, KKC, yeah.
Yep.
Known him a long ass time. So I'm really?
It's you're not him, homie.
Get your ass out of here.
I'm waiting for a person to impersonate and say that they're you. That's what I'm waiting for that.
That's what that would be the ultimate.
Yeah, Ozman right here.
Ozman, probably.
I want somebody to come to me and say, hey, I'm the Ozman. If someone ever comes to me and says they're the Ozman, I'm just going to call you. I'm just letting you know. I'm just going to call you. And I don't care what time it is. You may have just got home or whatever. I'm just going to call you and put you on speaker. Yeah, Oz, I got a funny story. I got a guy right here claiming to be you. Well, in fact, I know for a fact you ain't my brother at all.
Get your whack ass out of here.
Crazy. But what makes people do that? Let's leave. That's something we should leave behind for the new decade. Let's leave that behind. Let's leave behind pretend to be someone that you're not. just keep it real. Just be who you are. Like, if you don't, like, maybe
Yeah, like
you're an aspiring DJ. I get that, and I don't knock no one's hustle. If you're an aspiring DJ and you're trying to get out
yeah,
there,
I would give you credit if you were just
Right.
like said Soldiers of War hustling, selling out of your
Thank
trunk.
you.
They weren't out here saying they were Crucial Conflict selling
Right.
shit though. Yeah, we Crucial Conflict buy our shit. No, they said we
Crucial
Soldiers of War.
everything.
Shit, shit.
Right.
They didn't lie and say there was somebody more famous.
And what they
shit.
sell, like 100,000 copies or something?
Some shit like that.
500,000.
Yeah,
They sold a lot. They sold a lot in the street.
They were big out in these streets in the 90s.
Right. Because everybody know the SAW. Saw. Was it Orange and Black, I think?
Yeah, the orange and black.
Yep, see?
It was real shit.
When I be driving down Stony Island, I see them. But, yeah, though, I just say leave that behind. Leave behind lying. Like, don't say that you have more juice than you do, and just be honest with who you are. I just say that for the new decade, is to put honesty first. Like, say, hey, I'm an aspiring whatever. I'm trying to get there.
Because guess what? Yeah, I have a lot more respect for you. I wouldn't have buried you on fucking social media.
Right.
If you just a guy walked up and tried to sell me a mix, it's like, yeah, that's admirable. Yeah.
Because I would not the hustle.
Do you, man?
Like we say, it's a new day and age. Like, it's the day and age of the entrepreneur now. A lot of people are trying to go out and do their own businesses, and I respect that. And my thing, I always say, support black businesses. I'm down for it. We in Kwanzaa, we halfway through Kwanzaa right now. Habara Gotti, we on it. So we gonna keep on supporting our black brothers. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to tell lies and pretend like you somebody else that you're not. We don't support that nonsense.
Yeah, that's that bullshit.
We don't support that. So no BS for 2020. I don't support it. I don't support the bullshit. I support honesty. I support living a dream, trying to chase your dream, trying to hustle legally. let's add that amendment on legally, because you out here trying to flip tax money or do
tax scams.
illegal shit. It's like, I don't support that. I don't support that, but
You're on your own with that tax scam bullshit.
right, I don't support that. But if you are trying to educate and trying to lead and trying to do stuff, I do support that. That's the difference that I do say. So let's quit the nonsense. Anything else of nonsense?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the post. He might have taken it down, but I can go off memory. I got a photographic memory and shit.
What?
First of all, yeah, I thought this dude died like years ago. It was Don Imus and shit. Real talk, when I saw Don Imus died at 79 the other day, I'm like, I thought he died years ago. I guess I imagine that he retired. That's what it was. But
yeah.
I could have swear I thought that was him dying. The story that came out a few years ago about him.
Well, when I saw that story come out, I always check the date first. I check the date first to make sure that it's,
Yeah, it was legit. He really did just die.
Well, check the date to make sure, right? Because we know, like I said, rest in peace, James Ingram died 12 times this year.
I saw somebody post Teddy Pendergrass died that was 10 years ago? When did Teddy die? Like 07, 08, 09? It was a while ago when Teddy Pendergrass died. Like a decade at least.
And then, whatchamacallit, rest in peace to Afeni Shakur.
Yeah, she died years ago.
She died in 2016.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on the anniversary of her death. I get when people post on the anniversary of the death to reflect, you're like,
the
okay,
anniversary or on that person's birthday.
Wow, it's been 5 years already. Or happy birthday to the late, great, whatever. But post it like it's a new story, and it's not. But for you guys who don't know who Don Imus is.
It was I'll call him the original shock jock. I know Don Imus for different reasons than most people do.
Yeah,
I knew him as just the shock jock whose show was kind of trash to me. That's all I know. He was never that good. But most people know him from what happened in 2007.
Underline the racist shock jock who wasn't that good. Yeah.
Well, that's what people know him for, that shit. The story, yes, that happened in 07.
Yeah.
When he called the Rutgers women's basketball team nappy-headed hoes.
So he called these ladies who are out here trying to... It's you're out here breaking records, whatever. You're out here doing your thing.
Once again, just like not Simone Biles, just like Gabby Douglas.
You're talking about somebody's hair.
It's while these women out here dominating, it's
right.
yeah, you talking about, her hair looked jacked.
Doing big shit.
What he did, except he did it in a racist version of that shit.
And then as a white person, can you say nappy? No, you cannot. Absolutely not. You cannot say that. I'm giving you, I don't care if I have a black friend. No, don't let that black friend get your ass kicked. I always say that. Don't let that one black friend that you have who said, well, so-and-so said it was okay. No, it's not okay.
But Imus was doing stuff like, I say he was the prototype for what Howard Stern
like became. A Howard, yeah.
Like, he was like first, but he just... I remember his show way before that Rutgers shit happened.
And he always wore like a cowboy hat, yeah.
And I was like, why is this dude a legend? He's not funny to me. Because like when early in my career, I just like, what do you do when you want to go into something? You study.
You study, right?
So I want to go on the radio. I studied everybody. I didn't just listen to Tom Joyner and Doug Banks. Like right. I listened to all radio.
The whole spectrum.
Yeah, I listen to Stern. I listen to Mancow. I listen to Imus. Mm-hmm. I even listen to Rush Limbaugh. Like he's got way too racist. I had to stop listening. I would listen to all of these like top shelf nationally syndicated jocks.
Right, as you should study.
Like I want to study the craft. Like in order to be the best. These are the cats that are on the top shelf. What are they doing? Mm-hmm. That's what I would do. So Imus was one of the cats I checked his show. I was like, really? He's a legend? It was like way before Nappy Headed Hoes. I just didn't like him because I thought his show was terrible. That's why that was my whole.
I remember you said that back in 07 because like we were living together at the time in 07. You was like, you always suck to me. That's what
I'm not even necessarily that mad at what he's an old white man. What do you expect? It's like I'm mad because his show is trash. That's why when people when they were trying to cancel Imus, I'm like, even if I didn't agree with what, I was like, I just want his show canceled because it's terrible.
It's terrible.
That's what I supported. It's like he's just got a whack ass radio show to me. Mm-hmm. I was looking at it more from that standpoint. That's why I went on Imus off the air because his show was garbage.
But he called them nappy headed hoes, and they was like
he's had big backlash, and his show did get canceled at the time.
They say he called somebody else an ape or something. Like he's had like a history.
I remember nappy.
Like I read an article about his death and. Big shout out to Huffington Post. Like I'm just going off the top of my head. They basically they didn't mince their words. They're like, yeah, we're gonna acknowledge that he died, but this dude was a racist. And then they broke down the stuff that he said. Like they didn't.
I didn't post about it, but
they didn't sugarcoat it.
I read all that. I knew because I saw people posting. Like, of course, some of my non-black colleagues post, R.I.P. Don Imus, which is fine, like especially if you had an impact on your career, like R.I.P. Don Imus.
Correct.
So I have no problem. But then my guy, I'm gonna name him. My guy LJ, I was trying to find his post. I think he took it down. He had posted the R.I.P. Don Imus, but he's a black DJ. Of course, like everybody in his like went in on him, and it was like a back and forth. And he was basically saying that, like sure he was a shitty. I was just mentioning that the dude died. Like I wasn't saying that I agree with like basically he just people were trying to say that he was his like. I so do loves like try to paint the coon picture of my guy, and like I was gonna try to read some of the posts. I think he took it down because he just got tired of people coming at him. So he just the whole Don Imus thing is totally gone. But it'll live forever on this podcast now. And I wasn't trying to out him. I just like found it interesting that people. I didn't even say. I was like, if you want to say R.I.P. Don Imus, if you want to say fuck Don Imus, it's up to you. Mm-hmm. It's like I didn't have a problem with either. I chose to sit out of that because I wasn't a fan of dude. So I said I'm not posting anything about Don Imus.
Let's be the token black people. Damn this shit and swag. Let's just stay out of it.
What I did.
You can stay out of it. Some stuff you just sit back.
Yeah. No, when Doug died, on the other hand, that was a big deal. Doug, not just as a personality, but like personally, Doug.
Yeah, you worked for
Doug. I
got
to know him.
Yeah, you got to work for him before. So
Herb Kent's another one. I didn't really know Herb like that, but we've met. So yeah, like those, I acknowledge those in my time. But like I miss him. Like he wasn't nobody I looked up to. He was this corny ass dude that wore a fucking cowboy hat. But he did like a lot.
He was like one step from like the Rich Texan, basically.
Yeah, he was a Rich Texan on the radio show, basically.
Yeah, he was that
basically. Like him and shit.
Yeah.
But Imus, he did like stuff that that's kind of commonplace now in radio as far like he was the first radio show I saw broadcast live on television. Which at the time I thought was cool. I still thought his show was trash, but I was like, it'd be cool if like Tom Joyner.
But it was like innovative to see that.
So now like the Breakfast Club does that every day. They have cameras in their studios filming their whole show. Mm-hmm. But Imus did that back like 15 years ago,
Yeah.
whenever he was doing.
Which
Like,
is-
Stern was one that did it too, because he had his show.
Yeah,
on
because
MTV,
I remember Stern.
Yeah.
I remember
So
watching
Stern
this.
was one of the first. Like, I'd say Imus probably did it before him because he was older. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to have the radio show actually, you could watch it and listen. Like, well,
Right.
this was trash. I don't want to watch or listen to Imus. But
Right, who wants
he
to
had
see him?
he had cameras in there, which and this show aired on MSNBC back then.
Right.
So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. The show still sucks, but it'd be cool if Doug Banks did this shit. That's what I was thinking more
Right.
like that.
Well, Tom Joyner, ow,
Yeah,
ow,
Tom
ow.
had it. You could see Sim, Sybil, and Jay like clowning around. Like, that would be cool to see the three of them like in the studio.
Yeah, I would pay to see
clowning around.
that. Because you could imagine some, especially like seeing the BTS.
Yes.
Because it's like seeing what didn't make
Yeah,
it. It's
what's
kind
off
of
the
cool,
air shit is
right?
like,
Like
yeah.
I like seeing the BTSs because it be off the chain. Those.
So even though he was a racist piece of shit, he was innovative with that shit. That he was the first to have cameras in his studio doing a radio show. Yeah. The show
Yeah.
still was fucking trash. I can't keep stressing that enough and shit.
He was racist.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna be like, yes, it's R.I.P. We're so sad. We're not. We're just gonna leave it.
Nuts. Yeah.
My mama said if I can't say something nice and don't say nothing at all,
So let's just
move on.
Yeah.
That's what our mama said,
Let's just move
and
on.
mama taught me right.
But got to shout out my homegirl Michelle Ivy.
Okay.
She put out a short film, Not the Child I Raised. I'm in this film. I'll put the link on my Facebook.
Oh.
It's a short film. I play a cop in it, basically.
All right, Oz with the acting.
And we did just some years. That's like it's a lot of stuff I had that just been sitting on
It's
the
been
shelf.
shelved, right?
So this stuff all starts coming out together. But like, I've been busy. I'm like, no, that was
Oz
like
been
probably
working.
3 years ago when I
been
shot
working
that
his
movie.
ass
Yeah.
off.
I forgot about it till she like tagged me in the post. I was like, that's right, I did do that film with her. Yeah,
I remember you talking about that because didn't you like send me like a photo of you in the cop uniform or something?
Probably, yeah.
I think you sent me a screenshot of that.
I was in better shape back then. Like now, I'd be I look like Chief Wiggum if I try to play a cop. Now. I'm not that bad. But yeah. I was in a little better shape back then. It was
You
a
could
few
be
years
home.
ago.
You could be Carl, the big Cahuda.
I could be I look like Sergeant Al Powell with a Twinkie in his mouth now. Die hard. I'll play a cop now.
The big Cahuda.
Mr. Action. Let's go.
And shake your head.
But you could check out the Michelle Ivy short film. It's like it's about what's going on in the streets of Chicago. You know, Chicago gang violence,
Yeah.
and shooting, and all that. And I play one of the cops that kicks the door in on the teenagers.
Oh.
So you see me in there, yeah, roughing up. Yeah.
Let's kick it indoors.
But it's pretty cool. The finished product now that I finally see it, I was like, okay, like I like the way it came together. But yeah, she's up and coming filmmaker, much like your husband, my
Right.
brother-in-law. Yeah. Like, so shout out Michelle Ivy.
Yes.
She's doing her thing.
And we support it.
Becoming Chicago filmmaker.
Let's all support our, like we said, legit. Let's support our legit crafts.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about.
Maybe try to get a collab with Straight Gully and Michelle Ivy Productions.
We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk.
Put them resources together.
Put their
and see what happens.
resources. Could we put our resources together? We'd be like Avengers. Avengers
There it
assemble.
is, yeah.
And we could take down the corporation of Thanos,
There it is.
which is Disney. No, I'm kidding. Because Disney owns everything.
Got Disney Plus.
Disney owns everything. But yeah. That's what's up.
But
I'm gonna check it out.
what you got?
Well, I was already gonna say you already touched like the Don Iman stuff.
You can dive more into it if you want.
No.
Yeah.
I'm done. Like I said, Mama told me not to say if I couldn't
Right,
say
so
nothing. But
I wanted to read them comments. I wish I had screenshot of this shit, but yeah, it's all good. Because it was some good back and forth.
so the year and the decade,
Yeah, so
the month, everything is all coming to an end in a couple of days. So just going back and just reflecting on these last 10 years.
yeah, we can
it's
go
like,
back a little bit. Because I covered
Wow.
all the current stuff I wanted to cover. Right
Yeah,
now.
I'm just really.
It's like one more current thing I could wait because it kind of ties into it going back.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So it's like just really focusing on what these last 10 years have come of. And for me, in my personal journey, like a couple weeks back, Marcus just said to me, and he's like, we spent the whole decade together. And I was like, shut the front door. Like we've been together since
y'all
2009.
started, the 20 teens together, and y'all are ending it together.
Right. So it's like, wow, that's pretty pretty cool to like think about like that, and just thinking about our journey, about where we started at
Me on the other hand,
at the beginning. Well,
who I was with,
well,
that changed multiple times.
well,
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
I'm definitely not naming those names.
And then thinking about
Well, I done said too much.
and then thinking about like just like the journey of starting a family. It just like I just became
getting
really
married.
getting married, starting a family. I just became really like nostalgic just thinking about everything, all these changes, and then thinking about where I want my next 10 years to go.
That's where I'm. That's why it's good to do this, to reflect, because I'm always more concerned with looking ahead than looking back. I always say there's a reason why your windshield is huge and your rear view is tiny.
Right.
You're supposed to pay attention to the road and not watch what's behind you. You peek at what's behind you, but
Right.
you take your eyes off the road too long, you're gonna fucking crash. So there you go.
Because you have to look behind to be like, okay, I ain't doing that again. I ain't going that way again.
Take peeks though.
You gotta
watch that rear view. Try to drive and watch that rear view and see what happens.
No,
I'm trying to
don't
see something.
don't stare at it. No,
Exactly.
don't stare at it. But just peek and be like, okay. So when you do see something that's coming up in your present, and if it's mirroring what happened in your past, then you know, like, okay, this kind of happened to me
It's good
almost
to use
5
history
years
to
ago.
look back to
So
predict the future. That's what.
Right.
Once again, key words: predict the future.
right,
The future is still the focus. So that's why I use history to predict what's going to happen
Right.
next. You look back to see where you're going.
exactly.
You don't just look back.
No, that's what's scary because then you live in the past, and I don't like people
I
who
hate
live in the
this.
past.
That's what nostalgia is trash to me, because we all got rose-colored glasses when it comes to nostalgia. We only remember the good shit from the past. Well, I'll say every era has good shit and whack shit.
Yeah.
Literally. Like when people talk about like I'm going on a whole we're way off topic now. But let you get back to your 2019 and everything. But this is like when it comes to hip hop. Everybody talks about the era we came up with. It was so great. It's like, yeah. Because then they aim all the classic shit. We had Biggie and Nas and Pop.
Tribe.
And Jay-Z and Tribe. It's like, yeah, we also had the fucking 69 boys in the Tootsie Roll. We had the Funky Watusi and the Pupsy. It's a lot of garbage shit that came out in the 90s. Let's not act like that decade was perfect.
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice and shit.
Ice, baby. Ding, ding, ding.
Guess what? They got way more airplay than a fucking Tribe record. So way more people heard Ice Baby than heard
He's still making
Scenario.
money off of that.
Exactly. I'm sure you made way more money than fucking Tribe made off of award tour. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I bet money on that.
Yes. So let's not act like it was perfect in the 90s.
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer.
Pops to the bumps. Pops to the
Yeah,
bumps.
Bumps in the Bump was the 90s and shit. There's a lot of whack shit that came out in the 90s. Whoop, There It Is was
Whoop,
trash.
There
and
It
shit.
Is.
Come on.
Oopsie Lois. And they remixed it like 10 times.
Yeah. What else? But we just tend to forget the whack shit until
Right.
we have conversations like this. Then people start thinking. And it's funny, you have people that like to defend the whack shit. Where they whack shit wasn't as bad. I'm like, come on, Whoop, There It Is wasn't this bad and shit. Come on. But then you forget about the good shit that's out now. You forget about Kendrick. You forget about J. Cole. It's like, it's good shit out
Yeah,
now.
it's good stuff out now.
Artist of the decade, Drake.
I like Drake.
Drake? Yeah.
I like Drake.
Yeah, I would say artist of the decade.
Lil Wayne's had some heat. In the
Wayne,
last, during this last decade,
Little bit.
He's had some heat.
See, more of Wayne's bangers was from the last decade. He still hung around. This
Yeah,
one,
a little
he was still
bit.
riding the momentum of the last decade into this one.
But
This and That was trash too. I'm just thinking all the terrible.
this
acting.
and that.
Yeah, come on, come on, come on.
But yeah, you got to move forward with this stuff and think about where you want to go, how you want to do it, and execute. Like the whole thing is about execution.
And I know Mike Love listens, so I got to take a shot at him. Eminem is not the GOAT, but go ahead.
I think he just be trolling.
I'm trolling him. I'm gonna start showing Drake's the GOAT. Then Drake had more #1 hits than Eminem, so yeah, Eminem. So if we want to troll, let's go all the way with it. Drake's the GOAT.
I can't.
I'm going in. Where
I'm
you
not in this.
Drake had more #1s than Eminem. He did.
Neither one of these gentlemen is the GOAT. They both gave some heat.
Except Drake.
But
Drake is amazing. I'm gonna make that into reality. Like hashtag Drake. Drake's the GOAT.
then Soldier Boy's gonna start flaming you.
Tagging Soldier Boy. Drake. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but you gotta stay on your course. Like everybody's path. I posted this recently. Everybody's path is not the same. So when you look at other people's path, and then you look and you see, oh well, so and so has this going on, and then so and so this happened for them, and then this happened. It's just not your season yet. You have to play your game.
Yeah, somebody else coming up doesn't mean that they taking away from you coming up.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite sayings, I've said it before, I say it again. Like if I have a candle,
I love this.
and I use it to light your candle, does that make my candle shine any less bright? No, we both got candles now.
Right. And now we got more heat.
Yeah, like people think that there's only like so much opportunity. No, it's just like that just wasn't your opportunity.
Right.
I don't know if I should tell this story about it was a morning show that I wanted to be part of at one point, and I used to hate on what show I'm talking. I'm not gonna say it here because there's people I know on it. But yeah, I used to really like hate on one of the hosts on the show because I wanted that spot. But now I look back, it's like that host is perfect for that show.
Right.
It wasn't my spot.
Right.
My spot is somewhere. That's why you gotta focus yourself because you will. Like I probably didn't say too much. The show started this during this past decade too, and it's still on the air. And I used to really be mad about this particular show. Like that should be in that spot, but no, that's not your spot.
Right.
It's like your time is coming. Like you'll get yours. Shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you notice that when you take away from negativity, then positive things start to happen.
Yeah, as soon as I stopped hating on this dude, stuff started happening for me.
Right. So you gotta remove negative stuff from your life. Like that's another thing. Going forward, like let's look at what you need to go into the next decade with, because a lot of stuff we need to just leave behind. Let's close the box. Let's bury it. Let's leave it behind. I mean, it's still time for you to grow. I mean, we're all about growth. Like humans, we grow. I wasn't the same person I was 10 years ago. I know I'm not.
I'm probably not the same person I was 1 year ago, let alone 10. Yeah.
Right. And you are going to continue to evolve and evolve and evolve. But this last year was kind of like an up and down year for me. Like I'll start out my 2019. So like when my 2019 started, I was in a job that was becoming very stressful for me. And I really wanted to get out my job. Like I was really even considering leaving, totally just going to do something just brand new because it was just becoming too much.
You're over the shit.
I was over it. Huh. And then the support that it's a difference. Like if you have a manager, supervisor, whatever, who is trying to help with you and trying to lead and guide you versus a dictator. Yeah.
There's good bosses and there's bad bosses.
Mm-hmm. A good boss is one who shares the blame, shares the responsibility.
Here's the difference. The good boss basically says, it's my fault.
Right, they share it. Right. A bad boss
blames
deflects.
Everybody but themselves.
Right, they deflect. And that's what I was dealing with. I had a supervisor who was just awful, like they were just awful or whatever. And I was just over it. I was coming home stressed out. And then my household was becoming upside down because I have 2 small children. And then, like, they're wanting my attention. I'm stressed out from work. I'm just over everything. So then I got the opportunity. I got the position that I had been applying for years that I couldn't get in. And I finally got my promotion to a position that I did want. Mm-hmm. So I've been working this position for, like, the last almost 6 months. And it's been going good. I like where I'm at, with my job and everything.
Started a position 6 months ago, too. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah. So, like, I've been working and doing that. And then I had some positivity happen because it's like, a thing that we have been going back and forth with, like I said, previous us not being paid wages that we were supposed to be being paid from years ago. We finally got our settlement as state workers. So then when that happened, I was like, I can pay off my car. Yay, I can pay off my car. Because that's what I was just looking forward to. Pay off my car. No car note. Woo, getting closer to financial freedom. And then the day that I paid off my car, someone ran to me in a stop sign. Mm-hmm. Minimal damage on my bumper, just a couple little scratches. He ran to my car at the stop sign. Okay, whatever. 2 weeks after that, my car gets hit. Come to find out after they open it up, they was like, nope, it's a total loss because it would have been over $6,000 to fix it. Mm-hmm. So this car that I just paid off gets hit and gets totaled. Crushed me. Started going to physical therapy, yada, yada, yada. I was able to get another vehicle, buy it out cash. So that was the positive, is that when they totaled up my vehicle, I was able to just buy another vehicle cash with the money that I got from my settlement, for my insurance settlement. Then couple weeks ago, I get hit again. I get a fender bender. So I've been hit by like cars. I've been in a car accident like 3 times this year. Mm-hmm. In like a 3-month span, like at the end of the year. Because it started like in September. So mentally, I was starting to feel just drained, just emotionally, it was putting me in a real funk. And, you know, when you have instances like that happen, you need to listen to yourself. You need to listen to your body. So I am listening, and I am going to actually go and start, you know, talking to someone about it, like talking to like a stress management. I am going to talk about that because I want to be the best me that I can be for my family, for my job. I want to be the best me that I can be. And if I'm feeling like all this is on my plate, and I'm just feeling like it's too much, and I just keep on just keeping a smile on my face, like everything's good, but it's not good. You know, you gotta sometimes be like, I'm not perfect Patty. I'm not Superwoman. I'm not Wonder Woman. I'm not any of this. And you gotta realize that you're human. You need to find help. You need to ask for help if you need. You need to, you know, talk about how you're feeling, and you need to just, you know, like I said, just get the help where you need it. Mm-hmm. So that's where it took me. So I was like in an emotional roller coaster the last couple of weeks of this year, because after having a third accident, it just emotionally just devastated me, because I'm like, I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to be perfect. I'm trying to do everything right. I'm trying to do everything the right way. Why is stuff keep on happening to me? And that's where I was feeling at for a while. But, you know, I had my moment, and I gained control back of myself. So that's my transparency. I say, if you are feeling a type of way, then talk about it. Don't bury it in. Don't think that you're invincible. Don't think that you can't, you know, that you can just handle everything on your own. Just don't do it.
Well, Rihanna described my 2019 perfectly. Work.
Yeah.
Put in a lot of work. Yeah.
You see me doing work.
Let me just break it down. It's started off the year regularly. Mm-hmm. I was doing the Rockford Nights and Power 92 Oz Radio on your overnights, which I'm still doing. It's the flagship right there. I've been doing that one over a decade.
Yeah.
The hell are you doing up? So that's the show. So then come late spring, I get the call. It's like, hey, we switching the Breakfast Club to mornings on Power 106, and we want you to be our local guy. At first, I was on the fence about that. I'm like, can I add more to my plate? I got a lot on this plate. Yeah, because I forgot I was teaching classes as well too.
Yeah.
At Illinois Media School, which I'm still doing. I was like, do I want to add this to that as well too? And I DJ. Well, the DJing stuff has slowed down a little bit. Mm-hmm. Started the year off, I was doing a lot with Pink Giraffe. Now it's still there, but yeah, you know, with DJing, it's like you have your good times, your bad times,
right?
But I decided to take them up on the Breakfast Club offer, which started in June. So yeah, about 6 months I've been doing that, and by this fall, I was starting to feel the burnout. To go from doing overnights, 2 to 5, mornings 5 to 9, with a voice track after that till 11 o'clock, and then teaching classes in the evening. And it's just like days just start running together. You feel the burn. Yeah. And so I took advantage of this holiday season. I definitely needed some time off, and I'm still trying to figure out that work-life balance right now too. Right. So that's a goal of mine for 2020, to figure that out. So professionally, I'm doing good. a little bit more money than what I was getting. That's just cool. I'll take it.
Right.
And then personal life could be better, but it's all good. It is what it is. But still figuring this thing out, the work-life balance.
Yeah. That's a good key, like trying to figure out your work-life balance, because I saw somebody post it on their Facebook about what's most important, like in a job. Like, is it, income, your salary, your work life, and I forgot what the third option was. I forgot what it was, but
and maybe the quality of work, like whether you enjoy the job or not.
Maybe something. Like I said, I can't remember.
That's what I could think of. It's like how much you get paid. Do you enjoy your job, and does it balance with your personal life? Is the job too hectic for your life? So
right, because the work-life balance is one that people.
Let's be honest. The average person just thinks they look at that first one and think
right.
That's it.
They honestly
we don't realize there's millionaires out here that are fucking miserable.
Too many people honestly put the balance in last place where that should be actually first place. Because no matter how much money you make and how great this job may be, it's like okay, I get to travel all over the world, and it's like I have this sexy, exciting job, but
my feel you get to hang out with celebrities.
With celebrities, yeah.
To the Floyd Mayweather fight, which a lot of my friends have. I haven't been to a fight yet, but I have gone to BET and Grammys. I've done that before.
Yeah.
People look at that stuff and be like, "Oh yeah, you got it made." I'm
you
like,
living the life. Yeah. But when you look at stuff, it's like it's work for you.
Yeah.
Like it's
just what I do. I don't look at it as like I'm doing anything special. It's just what I do.
Right. But it is when you have to look at your work-life balance, and especially for me, anything that I do, I know professionally, I have to be able to incorporate it with having a family, because if I can't be around my family, that's not going to work for me. Anything where I can't be like stuff matters, like going to see Ariana's first winter play or whatever, her her play a tree in a play or whatever, that matters to a child. Like when I was able to go on her first field trip, that mattered. Me going to her first field trip, I was able to go to that. We went to the pumpkin patch, and she's like, "Mommy, you're coming with me," and she was so happy. And those type of things matter, that you can't get back. Like you can't, once it's gone, it's gone. You can't be like, well, because I didn't go to this pumpkin patch, I'm just going to take you to American Girl and buy you $1,000 worth of dolls. You see what I mean? Like people try to do that, and it's like, okay,
the broke kid looks at that and thinks that other kid got it made, don't you?
Right. And it's like, I appreciate the dolls, but
there was a Richard Pryor movie back in the 80s called The Toy. I don't remember. It was very very controversial looking back, because basically he was almost a slave. It was about the rich trust fund. He was a little kid. Jackie Gleason played his father. He basically was in boarding school. He would see his kid twice a year or some shit like that. Yeah. And then he took him to the toy store where Richard Pryor was working. He said you could have anything you wanted here. And Richard Pryor, being Richard Pryor, was funny. He's like, yeah, I want him. It's like, so basically he hired him to entertain his kid. People look at it as a form of slavery looking back. And that's what it's about. His father was a billionaire and bought him anything he wanted, but the kid wanted was just to spend time with his dad. Right. I'll never see you. I'll see you twice a year. Dude, it's and let's play catch. It's and Richard Pryor hung out with me. It's I like him. Yeah,
it made him laugh, and
that's what I want from you. That's why I wanted him. It's
I want a relationship.
Yeah, but that's what that movie was. Wasn't a great movie, but I just thought about that when you mentioned
the message
the kids
behind it.
With people think you could throw money at anything and fix it.
Well, let's go here. Let's rent out the so-and-so and let's do this. Let's rent out the whole Toys R Us adventure for the day, and then nobody else is here, and then we just rent out that. Okay.
And then you don't see him again for another 6 months.
Okay, that's cool, but, going to, hearing my like you said, when Mom was at your trumpet solo, when you had your first trumpet solo when you were in band.
A musician.
It matters, stuff like that matters. Mm-hmm. Or Mom, when she saw me play green sleeves, on the piano in my little piano recital.
I remember a Christmas play I was in.
It matters.
Was it Black? It was Black History. It wasn't a Christmas. It was Black History. Mm-hmm. We did the whole Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King thing.
Yeah.
It's funny. I played like the racist cop. So it sounds full circle. I'm still a cop. Yeah.
And in our thing, I actually played Rosa Parks in our version. We did that. Yeah.
It was Michelle.
I remember Michelle. Yeah.
She played. And I was like, yeah, you don't get no rights, gal. Like, oh. You don't got no rights in Birmingham, Alabama, gal. Like,
that's what's a racist cop.
Yeah. Mom was there and saw me play that cop, which was cool. I think that was the first play I was in. If I was in one before that, I don't remember.
And that's where your acting bug started.
Mom was there when me and Feast did Beat It. So,
when you did the variety show, yeah. But stuff like that matters to a child. So
my horrible moonwalk.
I wish we had video of that. I would pay for
too
video.
bad they didn't have phones out back then. No, people didn't have camera phones then.
Right.
That would have been tremendous. Like Snapchat wasn't out yet then. Instagram's Live wasn't out yet then.
Facebook Live didn't exist.
You can record that shit for the whole world to see it now.
But like I said, that's important for me, the work-life balance. And then obviously, fulfillment. Do you enjoy your job? That's important because...
Very important. Once again, people just look at that first one you said. People think that...
I think those may have been the three: fulfillment, income, and work balance. I think those may have been the three.
That has to be it. Yeah, I think the third one is like, do you like what you do? That's important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because fulfillment is like, if you're just doing something for a check.
It's like, first of all, you're probably not going to be very successful at it because you're going to give up. But on the flip side, second, if you are successful, do you really want to live a life like that?
Right.
Where you're like working a job you're miserable at. Yeah, even if you can get through it, what kind of life is that to live?
Exactly.
It's like most people won't end up quitting a job or getting fired if they're not that good at it. Like, even you're not your passion. You got to find out what your passion is. We all have one. Tell my students that all the time. Yeah, what's your passion?
Like they portrayed that on Girlfriends when Joan left being a lawyer to start her restaurant. Because that's what her passion was. The restaurant
thing was probably something she always wanted to do, but just never did for reasons you can no longer remember. Yeah,
because she played it safe. And it's like, I'll go to law school and I'll do this and I'll play it safe. And a lot of people do play it safe by
90% of that might be a little high number, but a lot of people, most people probably do play it safe. It's probably very few people that wake up excited to go to work. It's like, yeah, it's Monday. Yeah, very few people that say that. Like, fortunately, I do love what I do. I'm one of those few people that enjoy it. So the average person, they look forward. Most people got this whole life thing all fucked up and backwards and shit. Like you said, the work-life balance is like, they look forward to the 2 days, like, and then dread the other 5. It should be the other way around. It's like, it's like you should like look forward to that 5. You should be like so fired up, like, yeah, I'm about, and then the others is like, when you go off, you should be like, man, I can't wait to get back.
Okay, like I got
this other idea.
Okay, I got a little bit of downtime. That's cool. But when I get back in the office on Monday.
Yeah, man. I got this other idea I want to throw out there. It's like, but people got it all fucked up though.
And then obviously money, like, because you can't survive without money. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. You need money to survive.
Look up this book. I want to shout out this book.
Yeah, you do. But it shouldn't just be the only focus. Like, money shouldn't just be like, you see how much you get paid? You see how much you get paid? It's like, but if that's not what you want to do, and that's not your
War
passion.
of Art is the name of the book, where they basically talk about pursuing your passion. They mention that the amateur versus the professional. Like, and they say on paper it looks like the amateur is doing it for the love, where the professional is doing it for the money. But really, it's the opposite. In order to be like great at something, like you gotta love it.
Right.
So like who's more passionate about basketball, LeBron or like the person who goes down to the YMCA and hoops every now and then?
Right.
It's LeBron. See, like, yeah, because he dedicated his life to that. So we think that the amateur is doing it for the love. Like, no, they actually don't really love it enough. Because if it was, they really did love it, they would have went.
They would have went professional.
They half-assed it, is why they didn't make it. It's like, but I was like, okay, that's never thought about it like that. It's like if you doubled down on the shit you were really into, like you probably would make it. Most people don't because they play it safe, like you said.
So I will encourage you, if you're like for you listeners, I will encourage you to double down on your passion. Go all in. Poke your hand. Go all in.
Especially if our younger listeners, we have any like in their 20s, like you really got nothing to lose. Like you need to go all in. Like fuck playing it safe at that age. Like if you like many of my students that are listening,
right,
you really need to go all in.
And then for our older people, it's like when you look at people who had second careers, third careers later in life, like Sam Jackson didn't get his first starring role till he was like 42 or 43.
I want to say Harrison Ford was about your age when he first got his big break.
His big break, yeah.
He was like in his late 30s or something like that, Now like, he became Han Solo and Indiana Jones. So like later in life,
Samuel Jackson, the number one grossing actor of all time.
Nick Fury.
Just look at all the stuff he was in. Star Wars, Avengers.
So we just started with that Avengers. Nick Fury. That's why I went
Star Wars.
$1 billion movies and shit. Those.
Morgan Freeman was in his 40s when he got his big break, right?
Yeah.
His first leading role. He was in his 40s.
Alan Rickman. Hans Gruber was his first film. A lot of people don't know that. He had done some stage acting and stuff, but yeah.
I didn't know that.
Hans Gruber, first movie he was ever in.
But the way that he just carried himself, he was so... He played that role so well. Like, it was just...
He had never been in movies until that.
You love to hate his character because...
I just watched that movie from me thinking about it. And then, like, you go down the rabbit hole and then a bunch of you says, like 10 things you didn't know about Die Hard is like, that was Alan Rickman's first film.
I never would have knew that. I never would have knew that. I never would have knew that because the way that he just carried that role
such a great
so well.
Villain, exactly.
Yeah, like you love to hate him.
Probably top 10 villains of all time.
Yeah,
he's up there as far as like movie villains.
Just badass. Just wow. And clearly he was very grown.
He was probably around 40. I would say.
He was of a certain age. Yeah,
like my age died not too long ago, and he was in his 70s, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So he wasn't.
So he was around 40.
Around
like
40
30 years ago.
Yeah. So he wasn't a young guy.
So there he's like. And the example I like to give all the time is Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders was like 70.
Dude was like 70 when he started KFC. So he had worked a whole career, retired, and was frying his chicken up in retirement.
I think he worked like on an assembly line or something
like
like that.
Did a whole nother career. Like probably wasn't thinking about starting a restaurant and shit. Yeah. And then like was just frying his chicken and retired.
Chicken good.
People like, like you should sell it. This is really good.
Bing, light bulb. Bing.
Dude was 70. That's why we look the guy's old in the picture because like he was old. Yeah. He was like 70 when he started Kentucky Fried Chicken.
But yeah, so that's what I say to us older, like old, as we call it, oldish, us oldish people.
Yeah.
Go out and find your passion too.
And then people say, well, they don't have time. Like, you have time. Like,
Netflix and chill.
Put that Netflix and chill time.
Disney Plus.
Like, sure, we everybody works their 9 to 5, but guess what? You can go in on your passion from 6 to 10. 7 to 10, I'll say you give your dinner hour.
Right.
It's 3 hours to like dedicate. Go hard during that 3 hours.
Even 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
8 to 11, whatever. 9 to 11, whatever.
Yeah.
Midnight even, because let's be real.
I say you Netflix and chill from 7 to 10. Or watch the Bulls or whatever you like doing. Then from 10 to midnight, there's where you go to your passion. Yeah, dedicate to your passion during that time. You can get it in. Most people just choose not to.
Most people are up by 6.
Yeah.
If you work a 9 to 5, you have to be up by 6 a.m.
That'll give you plenty of time.
Yeah, so if you're in the bed by midnight, you still can get 6 hours of sleep, which is more sleep than I'm getting.
If you get ready, if you get ready quick, you sleep 6:30. Let's say you get up, so you get another half hour sleep.
Right. Because most people have to be up at 6 a.m. Most people on average, I would say. Just counting because it's like, you have
if your commute's not that long, I was supposed to say if you get that extra half hour,
right.
Say like, you don't have like a long commute in.
Thank God my commute is short, thank God. That's another thing you're looking for your job. Look at commute.
Yeah. Travel time is very important.
Travel time is important.
I drive a lot. So
You drive a lot.
That's out the window with me. It's like the whole travel time thing.
When I'm in the office, my office is like about 15 minutes from my house. So my travel time isn't nothing. But when I'm in the field, I do have to drive for my job. But field, I'm on my own. I write my own schedule on my field days.
I call mine the Bermuda Triangle is what I do daily.
You do? Because you'll be...
From downtown to the south side to Hammond is like a triangle. Like
You do be?
And then occasionally Rockford, which I was in this over the weekend.
Yeah.
I was in Rockford yesterday at this time, but just came back.
I just pat eyes. No, but mine is, and when I hear some of the stories that people tell me, I'm like, I'm never going to complain about my little driving I got to do. I'm never going to complain because I got a pretty good thing going with my driving.
But yeah, just go hard. That's what 2020 vision. As a matter of fact, that's what we're gonna call this episode. 2020 vision.
Right.
Like go hard and shit. Yeah.
Go hard. Yeah, absolutely.
What do you guys? Especially I said my younger listeners, like some of my students listening, you really
don't
need to be paying this safe now. If you have if you want to just move to Hollywood and pursue acting, do that shit. Like you're the perfect.
You're 23 years old. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's nothing here holding you back.
Especially like if you're 23
and you don't have
children.
Yeah. Just do it.
You have nothing tying you.
Do it.
You live at home, so you don't have a house you have to worry about. I have to like rent my house out or sell my house. You live at home. You don't have anything tying you down. If your family's in good health, like you said, if you don't have elderly parents, if your parents are in good health, because I get like if you don't want to move away from your parents.
Typically, if you're in your 20s, your parents are probably like 40-ish, so I'd imagine they've been pretty good health. Yeah.
Parents probably a little older than me. My age, some people have kids in their 20s. And I'm like, ooh. Jeez. But, go out and pursue.
Yeah, you really don't need to be worrying about playing it safe. Like, I need to get this job. Like, no. Follow your dreams. Like, go after that shit.
Because at the end of the day, we're all getting older.
The older you get, the harder it is to do that shit.
And then, as we see, already a whole decade went by.
Yeah, don't seem like this decade just started.
This decade started with like us still mourning the death of Michael Jackson. In 2010, we were still mourning the death of Michael.
Just died like 6 months earlier.
Yeah, we were still mourning Michael Jackson's death.
Obama was still like new.
Obama was fresh.
He had just finishing up his first year in the White House.
Yeah,
so he got inaugurated in January. So he was just wrapping up his first year.
Yeah, we like, yay, Obama! We popped champagne for Obama's campaign. We were singing that still.
Now we got another election coming up.
Yeah, already. We got a census coming up.
Every 10 years, the census.
What else? Just the way we get news has changed dramatically. Like we find our news via Facebook, social media.
Yeah.
And then our mom
These
is
phones,
like,
they were
our
still
mom is like
a pretty new thing.
Like I was watching the 10 o'clock news. And
I don't think I know I didn't have an iPhone when the decade started. I think I got my first iPhone in 2010, so I didn't have one.
I know I didn't get a touch screen until like 2011.
Yeah.
Because I was still on my BlackBerry. I was like, I like my BlackBerry. And Marcus was like, baby, get a touch screen. I was like, I don't like the touch screen.
I think I had some other crappy touch screen. Or did I still have the Razor then? I might have junked the Razor by 2009. I think I probably had got rid of it. I had some other crappy touch. It was like I called it like a not so smartphone. Like the touch screens that weren't that good.
Right.
I had that one. I think it was. I don't even remember what it was called and shit. Yeah. If I remembered, I'll post it in the description. I gotta look up that phone.
I know. I still have my white BlackBerry. I had my BlackBerry.
I had that other touchscreen. I can't think of what it was called though. I know I didn't have a Razor, but I got rid of it.
And then I think about 2011, I got my first touchscreen, and it was some other. It was some other.
The iPhone 3G
Android
was my first
phone.
iPhone I got, and I had that
2010.
I got that.
It wasn't a Samsung. I didn't get my Samsung after that because like I dropped that phone and then it broke. It shattered. And Marcus was like, "Go ahead and get a Samsung." He's like, "Just get a Samsung." And then I got my Galaxy.
So I definitely had that other fucking phone because I know I had that over a year. That fake smartphone. It was like that's like the fake Samsung, that fake smartphone. I definitely had that one because because I had it over a year, Cause I know in 2010 I got my first iPhone. Remember, I got the iPhone 3G.
Mm-hmm.
That was when iPhone the price came down finally. So at
Right.
first the original iPhone very few people had.
Right.
It was like way overpriced. It was like, and of course, for the first time they do something, it's not going to be perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be kinks in it.
It's like all the shit they messed up in that one, they fixed it in the
Right.
3G. And that's when the price came down to like $200. Imagine that a smartphone at $200 now. Shit, how much did that was? 12. What did I pay for this? 1,200. I don't remember how much.
Mine was like 900.
Shit.
My Galaxy was like 900, I think. Something
I think
like that.
this was fucking 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was expensive.
But
yeah.
$200, like I saw it in the last time most of those going to 10 years.
Right.
The iPhone 3G was $199, and that's when everybody started getting one. I said, I gotta get it. I got mine.
Yeah. So the way that we do everything, and then it's an app for that. Everything is an app for that.
The apps have come a long way in the past.
I just do everything in my apps, like
the original apps were. It's funny that people look back at how apps work. Mm-hmm. The most popular apps in the early days was like dumb shit, like the fake mustache and shit.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And, like,
yeah.
and, like, the lighter, like I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Now we have practical apps that we actually use.
Right.
It was like back then it was just dumb shit. We just did. That's what the apps were. The beer app where it looks like you drinking.
Oh yeah,
beer.
you drinking a beer.
Like that was the apps like from that era mostly. Yeah. And then you would go on the mobile version of the site like Facebook or Twitter or whatever. But
Yeah.
then like the apps came along and then all
Right.
of those stupid apps went away.
Like your bank
Now we have
apps, like
practical
you can
apps,
go
yeah.
on Chase or U.S. Bank or
Charter
Bank of
One,
America, whatever.
Capital One, yeah.
Yeah, you can do that
And the
now.
Capital One, Charter One's gone. And the Capital
Oh yeah,
One,
yeah, Charter. Yeah.
That happened in the last decade. Charter One's gone.
Yeah. They merged and became U.S.
Yeah.
Bank.
Yeah, but Capital One is the one I meant to say.
Mm-hmm.
You can go on all your apps.
Citibank, all those apps. Yeah. And then just like you just do navigation. You don't need navigation for your car, but you just do the maps on your phone, Google Maps or
Waze is big.
Waze. Yeah. Because Waze tell you when it's police.
And they tell you they have better about accidents and traffic. They better, and they tell you about there's a fucking camera in this block. Slow down. They tell you about all of that shit. They know where
Google
the
has
cameras
tell
at
me
too.
that too, because they'll be like, speed camera ahead.
Google is cool with that. I know
Speed
Waze is
cameras
really on
ahead.
that shit. Yeah.
Because I hear the ding, I hear the chime, and they'll say, an accident is causing a 30-minute delay. We found a faster route. Would you like to take this route? Yes. Give me the faster route to avoid this accident, because 290 always has accidents. In Chicago, if you know about the 290.
I hate 290.
I hate 290
I didn't
too.
take them at all when I was going to Rockford.
Yeah, I
It's
hate
like, that's the
290.
long way to Rockford.
I
That's
hate
like
290.
290 sucks. Like when the Kennedy is the better route to take. And when that's the better route, then you know your highway is trash.
Going through the airport and all that shit. You gotta go. Yeah.
You say, I'd rather take that way than you know that 290 way is
Yeah.
trash.
But stuff has come along. Oh man, of course, like the reality TV stuff has just exploded over this last decade. Just you see all the, all
My
those
real love,
hip hop
Housewife,
Kardashian.
Geek, Chicago.
Yeah.
I tied them all together.
Like Chris behind a Kwanzaa down. We just put it all together like that. Yeah. But, so just thinking about all the evolution that has happened and just the way that things are done, like I said, I talked about my journey earlier about me having my car, sitting my car getting totaled, and Auto Trader is how I found my car.
Yeah.
My new car.
I found my caddy on Auto Trader.
I just Auto Trader because I'm like, no offense, Mom, I ain't got time to be going up and down and driving around.
And my mom still goes to Western.
She still goes to Western. Which if you're not from Chicago, like,
yeah, you know Western.
proceed with caution.
Exactly.
If you buy a car for Western, I just say that proceed with caution. It's some good dealerships.
Stick to the reputable dealers.
Yeah, it's
Stay
some
away
good-
from the car lots.
Yeah, those rock lots.
Yeah,
That's why.
stay away from those.
The buy here, pay here.
We went to one of those and the guy was shaking the sunroof and then it broke off or some shit. Yeah. And we just walked away. He knew he lost that sale. and shit,
Walked
yeah.
away.
I think that's the last time I ever went to one. Nah, I take that back and went with Mom. Which she went to look at her car. Last time I actually went with me looking was that bullshit.
Yeah,
though.
to purchase a vehicle, right?
Like, know what? Let's go.
Yeah. But Auto Trader, because you just put it in, and even like if you're looking for a home, like you can just go to realtor.com or Redfin or whatever, and truly
What's the one? Zillow. That's
Zillow.
the one, The realtors hate Zillow for it.
Yeah.
Because they think it's taking their job. Once again, like I said about opportunity, no, it's not. Like people are still, there's still going to be a place for realtors.
Yeah.
It's just, we can cut down on some of the legwork using the apps like Trulia or Zillow.
They're a liaison basically for you. So basically, instead of us being like for every step of the way, like, you know, you can weed out.
Look like, hey, I saw this house on 89th. Yeah. Like,
Like let me check this house out.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, this house over east. Mm-hmm. Let me check this house out over east. You know, but technology has really expanded.
The way we pay our bills. All of my bills I pay, whether it's ComEd, whether it's
I do most of my stuff through my apps.
I do almost all of them through the app. I love paying bills at 3:00 in the morning.
And then for the stuff that doesn't have it, I just go on their website through my phone, and then I just pay on their website on their portal. I just do it like that. So I haven't like mailed a check or done that in years. I can't remember the last time I mailed a check to like a company.
Speaking of bills, that's what I did. That during the decade, I cut the fucking cord and shit. So
I did too. I cut the cord.
Comcast since 2016.
I cut the cord this year, so I'm a recent cord cutter.
Mm-hmm. And not to mention, how we watch TV is big. Like I said, Hulu and Netflix they exploded this decade.
Amazon Prime Video.
Amazon Prime, yeah. Now Disney Plus. It's like, HBO Go, like all of these apps, people watch like through. It's like I always say, if it wasn't for live sports, nobody would have cable.
Right.
That's the only reason people still have cable, because like nobody's gonna watch sports on delay. People want to see it in real time.
Right.
But if it wasn't for sports, like you just watch all that other shit. Like I said, like with Power. How many people watch Power live? Everybody watched that shit on the fucking because it came out early.
Yeah, I watched it on the Stars app.
Which
Power comes on. It starts back next week. So
I've never seen an episode of Ballers live.
Mm-hmm.
I think it came on 9:00 Sunday night. I've never seen an episode live. I always watched it on the HBO app.
Right.
I don't even know if the shop airs live, so I don't know if it's just an app exclusive or not. I've never seen that show live. I'm sure it does air on HBO at some time, but I don't know when that shit airs. Watch on the app.
We ain't got time for that.
Exactly.
And then, like, you can binge a whole season.
Yeah.
Like, I am going to go back and binge this whole series because I fell off when I got pregnant with Khalil. I used to love watching How to Get Away with Murder, but I fell off watching it. And then now I'm just too far behind. And the series is about to wrap this year. So I'm just going to go back and rewatch the whole series.
I'm considering doing that, which also has fallen on hard times. I'm considering doing that with Empire, just because it's the last season.
Yeah.
I've been on the show. I wanted to see how it ends.
Just see how it ends.
Because like,
I'm totally
out of Empire. I haven't watched like the last 2 seasons. Like
Me neither. I haven't watched Empire. The last season I remember is
before Juice lost his mind and shit. Yeah,
Juice.
Yeah, he was still on the show last time I watched.
The last one I remember is when the crazy mom, Leslie Uggam set up Anika with the knife with the thing.
That's how that's how that
ended. Yeah, that's how it ended. And that's
I saw the first part of that next season.
I didn't see it.
Had Lucius with an amnesia angle.
I never saw. There you go. That's what I was trying to remember. What happened? He was like, "Who are you?" I never saw Lucius when he didn't know he was
Dwight. He wasn't Lucius anymore.
I never saw that.
During that.
So that's the last thing I saw when Lucius didn't know who he was.
Basically, and it was like partial memory loss, so he forgot everything he did as Lucius. Basically, he was like took him back to like his childhood. As all he remembered was being Dwight. He remembered, so he didn't know Cookie or like none of them were like Dwight. His kids, is like because he was just Dwight again. All of the evil shit he did, he didn't remember any of that shit because he was back just being innocent Dwight again.
And I don't remember.
And that's the last time I saw was during that.
So I think I might do that. I might go back and Hulu the series.
I think I'm gonna watch Empire just like is the final season.
Just to put a bow on it.
Allegedly, they saying they bringing Juice. Speaking of shows, let's just tie this in with everything. Did you watch Eddie Murphy on SNL?
I did. I watched it.
Okay, what'd you think?
I thought it was pretty good.
I liked it, yeah, because I think you have to be of a certain age to get like. Because he did all of his classics. Mm-hmm. He did all of those, Buckwheat and Mr. Robinson, Gumby. He did all the classics.
And I like Buckwheat because
Velvet Jones. He did all of the classics.
I like Buckwheat because of I like The Masked Singer. Like I've gotten into that show now. I got into that show now. So now I think I am going to start watching The Masked Singer. I got into it. Yeah.
What I agree with, Charlemagne said this, I think on the Breakfast Club, or he might even just said it on his podcast. But he mentioned that they missed the boat on the Buckwheat thing. what they should have done is have Buckwheat doing mumble rap. Like, that would have been perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
The songs they had him doing were kind of like, they should have had him doing like Bad and Bougie, like, because like the mumble rapper is big now.
Look at tuck it. Look at tuck it. Look at tuck it.
Hey, they should have had him doing mumble rap. I'm like, yeah, that'd have been perfect for that. Like doing like Young Thug or some shit like that.
That would have
Like,
been funny.
like Buckwheat should have been doing all mumble rap songs. I'm like, that'd have been perfect for that sketch.
The joke about the Bill Cosby joke, that was funny. I found that hilarious.
I'm about to break that down because
He said,
there's two sides. Because the Hoteps are mad, of course. It's like, because he's like, if you would have told me back 30 years ago, whenever he said like,
I would have been the stay-at-home
I'll be a
dad.
stay-at-home dad, father of 10, and Bill Cosby would be in jail. Like, I'd have took that bet. Like,
And that's
who's
funny.
America's dad now? No,
Because that was funny. Because it is like that. Like, who would have thought that Eddie Murphy would have had 10 kids and be a stay-at-home dad?
Yeah, back during that, when he was on SNL, even back during his Raw and Delirious days, like Eddie was like,
Put a soda in your butt when he was doing that song in your butt.
In the party all the time, that era when he was making music.
And Ariana likes that song party all the time. She likes it.
I'm wondering what question your daughter's tasted.
She liked it.
Party all the time was alright.
They play on the radio. Ari was like, I like it.
It was kind of trash, but it was alright.
I was like, okay.
But Cosby was actually mad at the shit.
Yeah, I saw that. They said his publicist was like, he was mad and he did.
How you gonna tear down
kicking the man while he's down?
Meanwhile, Bill Cosby was tearing down the whole black community all before this shit happened.
Before this happened.
But people like to pretend that didn't happen.
Right.
You like Cosby was some kind of pillar of society. No, he was kind of a dick.
Yeah, he was shaming people.
That's why Eddie mentioned that in his act back in Raw when he talked about Bill Cosby chastising about comedy. It's like, you don't say fuck in front of people.
I would like to talk to you.
Which I think that really happened. Eddie probably exaggerated, like he sensationalized, but he probably really did call him to him like, hey man, let me tell you how comedy was done back in my day.
And I like when he did Richard Pryor. I told him to suck my dick.
Next time, motherfucker, tell him I said,
suck my dick.
People laugh when you say what you say. Do you get paid? Well, tell Bill I said have a Coke in his mouth and shut the fuck up. Say classic. But I always preferred Eddie's comedy over Bill's, like even back then. That Cosby show was dope, but Ron Delirious was way funnier than fucking Bill Cosby himself. That shit was corny to me. Maybe I just wasn't old enough because, like, it was geared toward an older audience. Because, like, I probably get it better now because, like, it was like family humor.
Right.
Like, you definitely get something about his kids being bad and all that.
Oh, so
you probably would relate to, like, these jokes. But to me, I'm like, that shit is corny. With Eddie Murphy was like hilarious, like his ones. So I always like was Team Eddie then. So like when he said it's Bill Cosby joke,
and the coolest cop, taking it back to Axel Foley, was the coolest cop.
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop. Better than Leonard Part 6 and shit. You probably don't even know what that is. Exactly.
What is that?
Bill Cosby's 70s movies dope. You had Uptown Saturday Night and Let's Do It Again. Bill Cosby's 80s movies, trash.
Ghost Dad.
Ghost Dad. You had Leonard Part 6, like trash ass movies.
I don't even know what Leonard Part 6 is.
I mean, Bill Cosby's legacy really is two things. The Cosby Show and Fat Albert. And Sidney Poitier is three things,
Yeah.
His legacy is off of those three things. Everything else he did was kind of trash to me. It's like the Fat Cosby Show, not Leonard Part 6. Let's say it, Leonard Part 6, we're going to make that into a legend. The Cosby Show, Fat Albert, and the Sidney Poitier movies. Not Leonard Part 6. That was awful. And where's parts 1 through 5? I'm just saying. Like, there's one movie that was called Leonard Part 6. That's how stupid the movie was. There's only one movie.
I'm trying to rationalize that, and I got nothing.
One of the worst movies ever made. Yeah.
But I enjoyed Eddie Murphy's. Some people were saying they didn't like it. I liked the Holiday Bake Off. That was funny when he had the possessed cake. Because I mean, I watched the real one on HGTV. I mean, on Food Network.
Watch that show.
I watched Food Network. Yeah, I'm old. I watched Food Network, HGTV. Things you get excited about when you get
the Property Brothers.
Thank you, House Hunters. Yes, come through, House Hunters. Yes. I don't like international. International is whack. I like the regular one. The things that you get excited about when you get over 35.
But the whole temps were mad talking about the look at Eddie cooning in front of white folks and all. I definitely muted some people after that shit.
Yeah.
That's like I don't even get mad at Hotep, so I just mute them.
Hotep.
So then the shit doesn't show up on my timeline.
Yeah,
I love the mute feature.
I've had to mute a couple of people because
Love the
I
mute
ain't
feature.
dealing with this.
You ready to mute this podcast? Get the hell up out of here. Let's do it. Wrapping it up. Not another damn podcast. Our 2020 vision, episode 135.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Yeah. Appreciate each and every one of you supporting us this entire year. If you want to support us further, like our Facebook fan page. Do that, Not Another Damn Podcast. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review all the damn platforms. Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha!
Also on YouTube, video only audio. Well, audio only, I screwed that up. I can't even say it right, but you know what I mean. Video eventually coming. And you can, on your Alexa devices as well, too. Say, Alexa, play Not Another Damn Podcast. You get us like that. Follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram and Twitter as well. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook. And just like the video coming on YouTube, OzRadio.net, a work in progress. It's up, but it's a work in progress. You can hear it, but we getting it there. And if you like 90s and 2K classics, OzRadio.net, the bomb. I'll send you the link.
And you can check me out, MSIMAH626 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, SCR8GULLEY1 on Twitter and SCR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. New ones coming. And then for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
New one's coming just like the video.
No lies
Like
told.
that
No
video.
lies told.
It's like OzRadio.net. I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And we will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.